In the latest developments of Days of Our Lives, the mystery surrounding Tony DiMera's kidnapping has taken an unexpected and dangerous turn, leaving Salem's residents questioning who truly stands to benefit from his disappearance. Suspicion naturally falls on the usual suspects, Theo, EJ, and Andre, but as the layers peel away, it becomes increasingly clear that this abduction is not a random act of revenge or ransom. It is a carefully calculated power play, and one man's shadow looms larger than the rest. Tony's sudden disappearance was initially thought to be a business-related incident, a consequence of DiMera Enterprises' latest corporate conflicts. EJ, already knee-deep in boardroom battles, was the first to react, taking control of the crisis with his usual precision and authority. Yet his overly swift involvement raised eyebrows. Why did EJ seem almost prepared for Tony to vanish? Some suspect that he may have had prior knowledge or, at the very least, an interest in keeping Tony out of the picture. With Tony gone, EJ stands to consolidate his influence over the DiMera empire, perhaps finally silencing the boardroom disputes that have weakened his control. Theo's name entered the discussion shortly afterward, though his connection appears more circumstantial than direct. As a younger DiMera, Theo has always been underestimated by the family's power players. His ambitions are quiet, but they run deep. Tony's absence creates an opportunity for Theo to gain a more prominent voice in family business affairs. However, there's little to suggest he has the cunning or resources to orchestrate a sophisticated kidnapping. In truth, Theo may end up being more of a pawn than a mastermind, someone who benefits indirectly from a larger, darker plan that he doesn't fully understand. That brings everything back to Andre DiMera. His reputation as a master manipulator precedes him. For decades, Andre has built a legacy of deception. Fake deaths, false identities, and kidnappings are his signature moves. Every clue about Tony's abduction echoes Andre's methods. Reports of a doppelganger sighting, whispers about secret laboratories, and hints of an imposter in Tony's place all point toward Andre's classic tactics. He thrives on chaos, and nothing gives him more satisfaction than destabilizing his family to seize control from the shadows. The eerie familiarity of this situation, a DiMera suddenly missing, an imposter perhaps lurking in his stead, feels like Andre's calling card. EJ, for all his ambition, is too visible, too predictable. If he were truly behind Tony's kidnapping, it would lack the subtlety the crime required. Andre, on the other hand, would relish the layers of manipulation, allowing EJ to look guilty, pushing Theo into an unintended role, and watching from the sidelines as DiMera Enterprises tears itself apart. Once the dust settles, Andre could emerge as the one holding all the power, having dismantled his rivals without ever being seen. Jack's investigation into DiMera affairs has already hinted that Andre's presence is being felt despite no official confirmation of his return. Some believe Andre never really died, that he has been moving pieces in the dark all along. If this theory holds true, Tony's kidnapping might be the opening gambit in a much larger plan, one designed to reclaim the DiMera throne and reshape the family in Andre's image. In essence, Tony's abduction is not about ransom or revenge. It's about legacy, power, and psychological